Okay, hey you guys, we have a really difficult first quarter moon coming up. If today has felt like crisis, urgency today, that's the effect of a first quarter moon coming off an eclipse with another one to come. Aside from the fact that tomorrow, in my eyes, usually when the sun is opposite Saturn that day, that's the hardest day of the year. Well, that's tomorrow. And we're going to throw in a first quarter moon with Libra squaring that. And remember, Libra is represented by justice. Please keep in mind the chaos that you've seen in the White House and all the news coming out that was triggered July 2nd with this eclipse, which we badly needed so we could get our footing back and our power back, triggered everything else. And these eclipses, I am telling you, Donald did not get off to the right foot, and he will never regain his footing. I promise you that. August is difficult. I just don't see how he keeps going. I just saw that clip with Attorney General Barr standing there with Lindsey and Senator Scott, and oh boy, what a torturous scene. They're essentially, think of 9 swords, terrorizing them with the crimes that they've also committed and making them stand there alongside with them through this entire ugliness. They don't have a choice. The level of blackmail is astounding, and to be honest, this is my opinion. I don't have any fact. I think that Senator Scott and Senator Graham are somehow involved with uranium in the Middle East, trafficking and all that ugly stuff going with Israel, and an election stealing. So I just decided I needed to check in with Mulvaney because he's like the easiest one to ask to read on. Because the White House right now all of a sudden feels extremely chaotic. So I'm going to ask Mulvaney, what's going on? Screaming, yelling, anger, chaos? What is going on? Card of the reading. Fighting. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on. What's this about? Mulvaney. What's going on? Yeah, pretty much. 10 swords in the back. This is kind of why Lindsey and Senator Scott had to stand there with Attorney General Barr today. What's covering this? Communications and plans abroad. The challenge, Mulvaney. An offer was declined. Was someone rejected? What's at the base of this? Oh, I feel Mulvaney's energy just froze up. Because before, I was seeing Russia. Okay. Donald and all his money, something didn't go quite right with offers, and there's something going on at the White House. What's crowning this? Nancy knows. Okay, please do not be confused about Nancy. Nancy is on the right side. She essentially knows everything that Mueller knows. When I said in a prior reading about having stories straight, I meant I think Trump was talking with Kochs or the Mercers with their posse in 6-1 or whoever, because Nancy knows what's going on in New York and with Mueller, and they had to make sure they had a tight case against whatever they know, because I feel like they're trying to frame someone, so they can't have any accidents with whatever they're trying to do to get someone to leave. So she's crowning. In the past, Mulvaney, what's going on in the past? Page of Swords. That looks like Mark Zuckerberg to me, possibly in the future. My whole deck. I know, I will take out my new one. Oh. I know that people have been trying. It seems like they've been trying to get Mark Zuckerberg to flip. Maybe he hasn't. Okay. We just got to back up for, you know what? I'll explain this later. But this isn't just about the border. It isn't just about Epstein getting arrested. Those are just little symptoms of the massive behemoth of a criminal organization going on in the White House and internationally. These people, they know if they're caught, essentially it's a death sentence. And everyone involved with the countries who stole over 200 elections. I mean, just try and wrap your head around how bad that is. Treason is easier, 200-fold, than what they're facing. Jeffrey Epstein being arrested, covering the news, helps them because what's behind that is much worse. The border is awful, but you know what? Talking about that doesn't talk about Mueller. What they've done is inconceivably worse. Horrible. It's not worth getting this riled up, and I totally understand why. Pace yourselves. Breathe, pace. Because we're just like nipping at the toes right now, you guys. It's that huge. You have to conserve your energy and you have to keep nurturing yourselves, okay? Don't let your head explode. It's not worth it. Breathe. Okay. Back to Mulvaney. How do we see what's going on in the White House right now? Someone's the star. It's not Donald. Hi, Robert Mueller. See? None of this has to do with Jeffrey Epstein so far, right? None of this has to do with child trafficking. None of this has to do with elections. It has to do with Mueller. Okay, the environment. There you go, Stub. Stub creating a scene. What's the White House? What's your biggest hope right now, Mulvaney? What do you think that is? I don't know how to read this. The biggest hope. This is usually my Julian Assange card. This is usually dark money. Usually this is suppression. Family separations, what's going on at the border, leaving people left out, absolutely zero charity. That's what they're hoping for. I mean, let that sink in for a moment. That's what they're hoping for. What's their biggest fear? The tower. I think the tower's there. I think the tower is there. And this first quarter moon and this full moon eclipse is just gonna kick them where the sun doesn't shine. Ideally, Mulvaney, what would you guys like to have come? Oh, the world, success, maybe some help on a world level with money, like maybe the Koch brothers. Keep your eye on the Koch brothers. Keep your eye on the Mercers. Publicly, they're saying they've withdrawn support. They are so active behind the scenes because they're active with the entire Six Wands mob. Putin, Xi, Un, Trump, Netanyahu, MBS. By the way, MBS is laughing his butt off about the Epstein stuff over here. And what's to come? New York Attorney General. They are in so much trouble. They can't do anything about it. Even if they're trying to, get everybody upset about the census question. In my mind, I think that is a total distraction. They need the narrative somewhere else. This is what's bothering the White House the most right now. Let there be no doubt about it. Do not buy the propaganda and everything else. This is where the focus is. This is where it is for the White House. They'd like for you to blame others, blame the Dems. Nope. This is all it. Okay. If you like this video, please click like. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe. Yes, I will be having, I'll be coming out with this first quarter moon. We'll take a look and see what happens, but I don't think it's getting better. Oh, look what was under here. Maybe I was supposed to grab the Lover's card and not the... But it's kind of the same thing going on. They're having a little love tiff. Love, hate, love, hate. But I really think Putin is trying to stick it to him right now. Okay, thanks.